Hey there, everybody. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Thank you very much for joining me for Coltrane Tuesdays. That's what we do every Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon, right here in my attic stairwell. You, me, together, we do this thing. If you're watching this on the replay, also, hi. That's totally cool too. It's even more fun if you are able to be here live when we are doing this at 12:30 in the afternoon on Tuesdays. But it is totally cool if that doesn't fit with your schedule and you manage to fit it in whenever you can. And of course, the YouTube things like the like button and the subscribe button and all of those things, because then that makes it easier for you to know when I'm going to be here. So I'm very, very nervous about how things are going to go today. So let me bring you a little bit up to speed. I believe everything is functioning, but we're going to see how this goes. So we are, of course, going to play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. You say, what is the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game? Well, that is when people who are live online give me song suggestions, song requests, and I have to respond to them in some manner. If I know the song, I will play it. If I sort of know the song, I will figure it out. If I do not know the song at all, I will make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, but that is only one of the reasons that I'm nervous. I'm also nervous because today we're continuing the local cover series with an amazing song by Kim Edwards, and the question is whether my performance is going to live up to the quality of the song, which is very much an open question. So the song is called Far by Kim Edwards. It is her most recent single. Kim was able to join us on the Come Together benefit for No Place for Hate just a couple weeks ago, and I asked during that live stream, I asked about how about her new single. Excuse me. Asked about her new single, and she said, "Oh, I'm very happy about it, but it's really hard to do live. So here's another wonderful song." And she did do another wonderful song, but that also lodged into my head, and it's because the way my brain works is like, ooh, challenge accepted. I was going to try to figure out how to perform Far. You absolutely should look it up. There are links to a bunch of Kim's websites and socials in the description here. And after the show, I'll post a link directly to this particular song. This song is really, really cool, and it has a lot of production on it. And by that, I mean that, well, it's hard to do live, that it has delay effects, and it has these really interesting sort of 80s style synths and drum patches and all sorts of stuff going on. And it made perfect sense why Kim had said that this is not, there's not a sort of an obvious way to do it live. So that is, of course, what I then try to figure out how to do, because I have a whole bunch of electronics here at my feet that you can't actually see. We're going to see, if you start to see smoke rising up, that would be a bad sign. That would be something to please let me know in the comments. So if you've been watching this show for any amount of time, you know that I use something called a loop pedal some of the time. The loop pedal lets me record something and then immediately play it back. So if I were to say, and then I'm no longer playing, but whatever I've recorded still is going on. So that is one thing that's happening here. But in addition to that, I also hooked up another device called a delay pedal, which basically makes an echoey sound of whatever note I'm playing. So if I do, when I turn it on, so with those two things together, I can attempt to evoke Kim's song. But the key challenge here, though, is that, so I've been working on this for a couple of days. I was feeling really, really good about how it was all coming together. Then I got here into the stairwell this morning to do a little sound checking, and it was like everything that I had figured out how to do over the past 48 hours for this song just went away. So I've been trying to figure out how are all the pieces fitting together, all the different bits of the song. So I think this is not going to be as good as I when I was so excited about it last night. This is not going to be as good as I thought it was going to be at that point. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, we are going to go ahead and proceed with the song. We're going to see how this goes. The song, again, is called Far by Kim Edwards. All right, that's where that needs to be, and that's where that needs to be. And all right, let's see. See, really simple things. All right, try that again. Dang it. Take 3. See, well, you know, sometimes people say, hey, Mike, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. And then I'm like, well, see, this is what's actually happening. I've had visions and I've had dreams of They're the ones that hurt the most. 'Cause no one stays, no, they drift away. And it's something I've grown used to. So who do you think you are? I want you close, but I'll keep you far. I would let you in if I could. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. And I built walls, and I have borders for my protection as much as yours. That's what I tell myself when I'm by myself. But I know that I am lying, 'cause I have scars and I know how to bleed. When my heart was wounded upon my sleeve. No, you don't forget a thing like that. How it feels when you're sure you're dying. But who do you think you are? I want you close, but I'll keep you far. I would let you in if I could. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. Can the walls come down? And for how long? Enough for you to prove me wrong. Oh, I wish you would. How I wish you would. I wish you would. Can the walls come down? And for how long? Enough for you to prove me wrong. No, I wish you would. How I wish you would. I wish you would. Whew, there you go. That is, well, it was better than rehearsal. It was better than the most recent rehearsal. Kim, I don't know that you're watching live, but I do hope that you are able to check this out at some point and see how that went. I'm definitely going to continue working on that song because I think I can get even better than that. There were definitely some flubs in there, but still, not as bad as it sounded earlier today. So very, very cool. And thanks very much to Kim for writing that song and putting it out there, because it was one that definitely captured my my heart and my imagination over the past, since I've been listening to it nonstop for the past several days as I tried to figure out how to play the song. So there you go. That's probably all that we're going to get out of the delay pedal today, which is just fine. Let me put that back to something more like where I ordinarily put it for when I am playing. All right, so we are going to play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game shortly. For folks who are with us live, please get in your requests now. Also, this is a great time for you to hit that share button so that other people can join in and also make a request. Again, the way we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game is, if you're live with us here online, then you can put in a suggestion, and I'm going to have to respond to it. If the song that's requested is one that I know, one that I recognize, and like, oh, hey, I know how to play that, I will then go ahead and play it. It will be unrehearsed, because basically the only thing I've been rehearsing for the past 48 hours has been Far by Kim Edwards. But you know, we'll see how it goes, and it should be all right. If the song that's requested is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've seen a bunch of other people play it at open mics, or I've heard it a bunch on the radio, or it's on this Spotify playlist I've been listening to a lot, but I've never actually figured out how to play it, I will then have to figure out how to play it here in front of you, and we'll see how that goes. If the song that's requested is not one that I know at all, if I don't recognize it, or I just, like, maybe I actually do know it, but I don't recognize it from the title, I have no idea what the song is. In that case, I have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. And that is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I do hope that we get in a couple of requests. Well, I'll stall for just a moment to see if we do get any requests in. I will let you know about some other cool things that are happening. One thing was that last night, at the time of this live stream, I did a new episode of the Cyber Speakeasy, Rockin' the Valley's Cyber Speakeasy, your source for music, conversations, and cocktails. And last night we had on Taylor O'Connor from the Mosey Beat and Deirdre Van Walters from Basement Poetry, and it was just a wonderful conversation about, you know, inspiration and community and collaboration and the physical experience of art and how that plays into music and how that plays into poetry, and lots of really, really interesting and wonderful things. I don't think a whole lot of people caught the stream when it was live, but it's definitely worth checking out. I will post a link to that in the description after we're done with the live stream. But in addition to that, if you just search for Rockin' the Valley, you find Rockin' the Valley on YouTube, you're going to be able to find it without too much trouble. That's my... Oh, yes, and also if you go to the Facebook, go to Not for Coltrane's Facebook.com/NotForColtrane. There are links posted that'll take you right to it. That's probably the simplest way. Go to Facebook.com/NotForColtrane and follow the links to last night's Cyber Speakeasy show. The other thing that I wanted to let people know about, I'm very, very excited. The SouthSide Film Festival is back, which is very, very cool. And I also want to give a special shout out to SouthSide Film Festival as well as Deja Brew. Many of you know Jeff, who is the architect behind, or one of the key forces behind both the Deja Brew Cafe in Southside Bethlehem, as well as the Southside Film Festival. Both Deja Brew and Southside Film Festival were sponsors for this year's Come Together event, which I mentioned earlier. It's our annual benefit for No Place for Hate. And so I want to give them some additional love, especially since today is when the Southside Film Festival starts. Today is the opening night for the Southside Film Festival on the south side of Bethlehem, PA. It goes from today through Saturday, that is the 15th through the 19th of June. And tonight there's an opening night party. It starts at Color Me Mine over on 3rd Street on the south side of Bethlehem, starting at 6:30, and then there's going to be a short walk over to the Charter Arts School, just over, just sort of a little ways down the bend, where they're going to be showing some shorts as well as the feature film of this year's festival, Women of Steel, which is about women workers who were blocked from employment at a steel manufacturer, and follows their story in terms of how they managed to go forward from there. You can get tickets for Southside Film Festival. You can still get them now, and in fact there are a couple ways to do that. If you do want to get an all-access pass for the entire festival, you can go to southsidefilmfestival.com, and you can buy the all-access pass that will get you into tonight's event. It will get you into any of the screenings all week, as well as the closing night celebration. So there's all of that. If you're not sure you're going to be around, or you just want to pick and choose, It's $10 to get into the opening night thing. It's $10 to get into the closing festival, which is also a chance to visit with some of the filmmakers whose works are shown as part of the festival. Or $10 for any one of the film blocks, either the blocks of shorts or a feature film. All of those $10 passes you can buy at Deja Brew. While you're at Deja Brew, you really should get yourself a coffee, or my favorite thing at Deja Brew, they've got some wonderful handcrafted sandwiches for probably the best price you're ever going to see anywhere. So definitely check it out. The ambiance, you can definitely tell that the person who runs Deja Brew is someone who really, really loves movies. So it's a wonderful space. Go check it out. Go to Deja Brew. Get your passes. Go out to the SouthSide Film Festival. Again, SouthsideFilmFestival.com will get you all the information about that. And cheers to Jeff and everybody involved with the Southside Film Festival for getting that going again. And thank you again for supporting Come Together 2021. All right, so now we need to do the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Let's see. I'm not seeing any live requests, so we may actually... I was thinking of actually doing 2 rounds, but since it took so long to get through the initial show, I may go straight to... I'm going to go straight to this. Michelle, who is one of the people who watches this program on a regular basis, put in a request last night for I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. And so then I followed up and said, so since this isn't a live request, I actually have the opportunity to go look up chords and lyrics and actually figure out what song would go like. Or we can treat it as though you surprised me in the moment, and I just had to figure out how to play it when I was there in front of everyone. I gave her that choice, and she responded, how about you try to figure it out like it's a regular Stump the Band request? So I did. I cheated only slightly in that I spent about 5 minutes thinking about chords and just thinking what might work with that, but I did not look up any lyrics. The lyrics that I do know, I know the chorus, and I know the first half of the second verse. So everything else, lyrically, I've got to improvise. So I was messing with this last night. That's not very much in tune anymore. Oh, right, and it's also in drop D, huh? With it last night, I sort of came up with that. Which is the basic chord progression for the chorus. So I think that's probably how it's constructed, but that's too low, so I'm going to try... it needs to be in a key I can actually sing. Is this too high? Vacancy signs. No. Well, I don't know as much of the chorus as I thought I did. Heaven and earth should find that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose. Okay, that's actually better than the E minor. Heaven and earth should find that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. What's the other chord? I will follow you. That's not the right chord. So what other chords? I will follow you. 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 I will follow you probably not right, but it sounds close enough. So then the verses are something like. So the key is C, minor second. Oh, that's what it is. I had the chords backwards. I will follow you into the dark. Aha, okay, so good. Okay, so that's good. My other chords that are likely to be in this progression. I think I might just have to do it with that, and then I've got to figure out what verses I'm going to think about. One of the things that makes this particular so I'll do the one part of the one verse that I actually know. Catholic school, stricter than Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. That's it. That bit stuck with me because I'm like, that's really clever. That's good. It sounds, I think the song has, instead of a couplet rhyming pattern, where it's a triplet rhyming pattern. So like the first 3 lines of the verse rhyme, and then there's the fourth. And then there's the 5, 6, 7 lines rhyme, and then probably the 8th rhymes with the 4th. That is a difficult rhyme scheme to try to put something together on the fly, but we'll see how this goes. My rule for myself is generally that I do not allow myself to sing about the fact that I don't know what the lyrics are. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that, but let's see. So what would I sing about? I could probably just sing broadly about the sense of the song and how it's it's sweet, but it's also like depressing because it's like, this is, I'm going to follow you. It's not like I'm going to follow you wherever. I'm going to follow you potentially to really dark places, and I'm okay with that. All right, so. My head, existential dread, want to go back to bed, maybe to try again. Why go on while we sing this song? It goes on too long, but that's where we end. And heaven and earth should find, heaven and earth should find, they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. I don't know where we would find out where to park, but I will follow you into the dark. Catholic school, stricter than Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. Why this is the way things are fizz, and I can't come up with this biz of where it should go. If heaven and earth should find that they both that we will find any place to park, but I will follow you. I will follow you into the dark. See, the trick is finding an easy word to rhyme that's going to come up with 3 of them in quick succession. It's woe is me, I don't know what I see. Call in the cavalry to find a better way. Then we know where we ought to go, and that's where we flow with all the other things. If heaven and earth should find that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. I don't think that we are gonna find a place to park, but I will follow you into the dark. I will follow you into the dark. We'll leave it there because it's definitely not getting any better. Again, not the most terrible rendition of a song that you have heard on this particular program. So thanks very much to Michelle for that request, live though it was not. Thanks for anyone who was able to watch live with us, and thanks also, of course, to everyone who is watching the replay, including, I hope, Kim. So we'll see how all of that works out in the, how it works out. Please definitely do check out the SouthSide Film Festival, southsidefestival.com, or search for SouthSide Film Festival. You will find it there. They have an awesome logo for this year with cicadas on it. It's very, very cool. So congratulations to the SouthSide Festival on your opening and your return to Jeff and everybody. That is very, very cool. And definitely go check out everything they have on offer over at Deja Brew, because it's a cool place to hang out. Especially now you can do that if you're vaccinated. So yeah, definitely all of those things. Check out the Rock in the Valley Cyber Speakeasy episode from last night. Check out all the cool things that Kim Edwards has online. There are links to her things in the description. And yeah, I'm gonna go turn the air conditioning back on. And but also then next week, let's see, next week it's it's a special request week. Next week is a special request week here on the show, and I know what the special request is going to be. So that's going to be fun. Definitely tune in for that. Next Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon. But until then, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. My name is Mike. I am not... Oh boy. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane, and I will see you next time.